0-1 in MMA. This will be his kickboxing debut. He lost to Nick Lyons in MMA. And, you know, he was winning that fight on the feet, got taken down, out-grappled there. But I talked to Eric Kuhn earlier tonight, who's a training partner of his. Eric said he has been in the gym every day putting rounds in, constantly with him. And he expects Dominick Baker to look dominant in this fight.
We see Category 5 starting to get a little kickboxing program going there. I know they're primarily a jiu-jitsu school, but they've got so many guys looking to take fights that they've got pretty regular sparring and kickboxing stuff.
They've been looking really sharp from what we've seen of them in MMA and jiu-jitsu and kickboxing as well. We've seen, I think, about 5 or 6 of their guys at our last card, and they were dominant.
Yeah. Strong gym.
And interestingly enough, you know, Eric Kuhn, his last fight, he's known as a kickboxer, but since he's joined Category 5, grappling won him that fight.
Exactly. I think that's a good meeting of two worlds. That's a very high-level grappling gym.
And coming to the ring now is Ben Rose of Tartarus MMA.
Here, another Tartarus fighter getting a pretty good loud pop from the crowd here.
19 years old, new to the sport. He'll be making his debut tonight. But as we've seen, Tartarus MMA is a force to be reckoned with. We've got two very good gyms facing off right here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached bout number 4. We have a middleweight kickboxing bout. Fighting out of the blue corner, weighing 166.8 pounds from Hurricane, West Virginia. He trains at Category 5 Jiu-Jitsu, Dominick Baker. And fighting out of the red corner, weighing 159.4 pounds from Ashland, Kentucky. He trains at Tartarus MMA, Benjamin Rose.
And we see Rose wearing that kind of headgear that I like, very much out of the way, high on the forehead, good visibility.
And we see Dominick Baker come out like a house on fire.
Rose seems unaffected by losing the whole headgear.
As soon as you were bragging on that headgear, it just flies off his head.
I know.
These guys are going after it early.
Oh, good right hook by Rose.
Big overhand right lands from Rose.
Baker standing in the pocket, throwing back though, as he lands a right hook of his own. We got a firefight on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Another good right hand from Bill.
If these guys can sustain this pace, this fight's going to be bananas. They're calling for Dominick Baker to take the center.
Steps into a little right hook. Seemed like it didn't land super flush.
And there's that overhand that Ben Rose keeps hunting for.
Just narrowly missed it. That was a nice short right hand that he landed on that exchange.
The problem is Dominick Baker's lead hand keeps dropping after he throws, leaving him open to that big right hand from Rose.
Now we see Baker trapped in a corner. Rose
that body shot!
Sets him down with a knee right to the solar plexus.
Beautiful job by Ben Rose.
And just before that exchange, there was a moment where Dominick Baker was getting off the better offense, but then he got pushed back into that corner and he got set down. Seems to recovered. Be interesting to see. Oh, he lands a nice right hook to counter a kick there. Baker's very much in this. Ooh,
and he barely misses with a massive overhand. There's that knee again. He sees that he can put him away with it.
Now, Baker was able to work him into a corner for a second.
Now, one thing you're not seeing from Rose that I'd like to see are punches to the body as well.
Excellent, tightly contested round there, other than that one knockdown with the knee to the body.
Definitely, I think, swung the round in favor of Rose.
I would agree.
And from
Maybe we
Rose.
should test the round though. Now we see Baker trapped in the
from
corner.
Nettie.
Rose
Oh, that body shot!
sets him down with a knee right to the solar plexus.
Beautiful.
Rose. Right in the perfect. Now we see Baker trapped in the corner. Rose
Oh, that body shot!
sets him down with a knee right.
That's one of those that takes your soul a little bit.
Be interesting to see how these boys can sustain this pace. We saw him start to slow down a little bit there at the end of the round, both of them. But you see the Category 5 guys making some adjustments here.
Dominick Baker still looks very much in this fight, very motivated.
His eyes look clear. He's listening to instructions well. He's paying attention to his coaches. Very much in the moment.
You know, a body shot like that, it just takes the wind from you for a moment. But he seems to have recovered well.
Ben Rose seems nice and calm and collected in his corner as well.
How could you not be with the corner man lovingly fanning you like that with a towel? That looked so nice. I'm going to see if he'll come over here and fan me a little bit.
It's getting a little toasty in here. Right back at it. Good jab from Rose.
Rose puts him up against the ropes immediately and starts really sending those knees.
Now we see Baker's headgear come off in the plum there.
And he looks frustrated there. I don't know what exactly was being said between Ben Rose and Dominick Baker there.
Oh, a nice right hook from Baker. Oh, and now he's got Rose in the corner. Oh, he's in a little side headlock action
I think he hurt Rose a little with that right hook.
I agree. And then he started to bully him around.
And there's another one.
Oh, Rose tries to stab with that knee to the body again. We see the headgear coming unadjusted. But he makes the adjustment himself and keeps at it. Nice left hook by Baker.
Doing a good job getting his head off the center line.
Cat 5 coach is calling for Baker to take the center. He's doing a good job of stopping those knees to the body.
They want to see pressure from their fighter right now.
Oh, and he lands a nice knee to the body and a right hook behind him.
And it looks like Ben Rose is hurt.
Ben Rose appears to be hurt, tired, or some combination of both. But he's got Baker back in the corner again, which is where he's done his best work.
Both guys digging deep right now, too. We see him slowing down a
to the
bit.
body. Oh, and a good left hook to the body there from Baker. And again, and with a right hand behind it, he loses his headgear again, seems unaffected.
And he smiles at him there and raises his hands. You see the momentum shift in this fight right now toward Dominick Baker.
You can feel it in his spirit. You see it in the way he's carrying himself. And
Big deep breaths from Rose right now.
We're hearing Matt Jones advising him to be careful with that plum. Ah, Baker lands another right hook.
Right hook is money right now for him. He's got to get him turned around, get off the ropes here.
Oh, and he eats another hard knee. That one looks like it might have been partially on his forehead, but we lose the headgear again. And that appears to be through no fault of Rose. I think that's just having a hard time keeping the headgear on everybody.
Yeah, it's not the first time we've seen that tonight with this new headgear.
Well, and we've even seen it with the guys who aren't wearing the new headgear, right? Wearing their own.
It just comes back to
and a left hook, right hook.
A short right hook. It was beautiful, and it hurt him. This fight.
And a nice right kick to the body. Body kicks.
The tables have completely turned in this second round. I think we're 1-1 going into the third.
I would agree, and it's curious to see how that knockdown got scored in round one, right? Is that a 10-8 round because of the knockdown?
I think that Rose landed the sharper shots in that round, so we may very well see it 10-8.
And a left hook, right hook.
A short right hook.
He's definitely doing it.
If we see a 10-9 round in this third toward Baker, then we have ourselves a draw. So if you're in the corner,
nice right hook from Baker.
now
he's got Rose in the corner. stoppage.
And here's some replays. We'll see that short
beautiful right hook from Baker. Oh, now he's got Rose
put
in
him
the
on his
corner.
back foot and had him hurt bad. You see that clinch was desperation.
Oh, a nice right hook from Baker. Oh, and now he's got Rose in the
getting
corner.
a hold of him there and stopping that onslaught.
Oh, and he lands a nice knee to the body and a right hook behind him.
And it looks like Ben Rose is hurt.
Ben Rose appears to be hurt, tired, or some combination of both.
You know, it's funny.
He lands a nice knee to the body and a right hook behind him.
It looks like Ben Rose is hurt. You saw that lazy single collar tie from Rose.
Yep.
And he just came right over the top with the other side with that right hand.
And he had set it up with a right knee to the body on the same side, and then as that foot's going back, throwing the right hook. Beautiful footwork and timing there.
And, you know, I love to see the look on the faces of those coaches from Category 5 because you looked at them after that knockdown and you saw the worry. But now you see they're fired up. They see the momentum shift just like we do. They know their fighter's one round away from a win.
And he throws a 2 to the body and a 3 up top.
And he loses balance there.
Rose presses forward.
This is a round where both guys have got to give it everything they've got.
Oh, and another nice right hook, and another.
Beautiful work from Dominick Baker, pouring it on Ben Rose. Beautiful right hand.
Even with his back against the ropes, he lands it cleanly. And Rose still controlling the footwork pressure, but
he's telegraphing the right hook a little bit now. I'd like to see him turn it into an uppercut.
And a right straight left hook from Baker.
I think Ben Rose is fading hard.
And he just ate a nice hook to the body.
And Baker's pulling it on. This might be the finish here.
He sees it coming. He's right in his own corner too. Oh, and Rose answers back with a hard right hand. Ladies and gentlemen, what a scrap.
These guys are going to war.
Rose seems to have faded maybe just a bit more, but he's still very much in this fight.
Front kick followed by a right hand from Baker, and then a knee barely misses from Rose.
And we see
Rose looks so tired here, ladies and gentlemen. Hit a jumping knee.
Oh, and another right hand behind it.
Baker punishing Rose here. But if he doesn't get the stoppage, is it going to be enough?
I think we might be looking at a draw right now with 30 seconds left. We'll see what's going on. Baker pouring it on, though. Oh, and another nice right hook. Oh, and a right body kick. And again. Ladies and gentlemen, what a fight.
Good work from both men. That's one of those, I don't envy the judges at all.
We see Dominick Baker raising his hands. He feels like he's done enough here.
The second half of that fight, it was a totally different story than the first round.
And especially sticking in there after a knee stabs you in the body like that.
And you know, when you start your debut with a loss, he's such a happy man right now, feeling like he can be proud of that performance. You know, you got to give it up to Dominick Baker here, but you got to give it up to Ben Rose as well.
I agree. In fact, I think we saw a 10-8 first round for Rose, and I think we're going to be looking at a, what would that be, 28-28?
That's how I would score it as well. And let's see if the judges had it the same.
We got Elijah Thacker going in to talk to our winner, whoever that may be.
29-27 blue, 28-28, and 28-28 for a majority draw.
All right, so I'm going to talk to both these guys. We had a majority from. So we had a little confusion there. This was actually a majority draw in one of the best fights we've ever seen. Absolute war from both you guys. So I want to talk to both you guys. We'll start with you since we didn't hear from you. Talk me through that fight. You got the beautiful knockdown there by knee in the first round. Did you feel like you had it won then?
That first round, man, it was a tough knockdown. And I've spent everything I did in that one. In the second and third round, was just trying to make up for what I did. And I just out-cardioed myself.
So did his heart and his toughness surprise you there? Did you surprise you recovered from that?
No, I mean, I expected that toughness. It was an absolute dogfight. And I loved every bit of it, man. It was good.
Now let's talk to Dominick Baker a little bit. You're not a happy man right now, I know. You got to announce the winner. You got to come back and realize it's a draw. But that being said, what's it feel like to get in a fight with an absolute warrior like this? This was one of the best fights we've seen. Definitely my pick for fight of the night.
Hey, fight of the night, baby! Hey, I mean, shit happens. I mean, even in the pros, I mean, you just go home, get better. You know what I'm saying? You know, way to push it in this sport. If you're a pussy, you get out. You know what I'm saying? When I got knocked down, I got up. My whole training camp, I was put in that dog position. I had to push forward. I got all respect for you, man. And it was a dog fight. But hey, I want to say a little something. Nick Lyons, you pulling out of the fight, pussy. I'm going to see you in July. You better be ready. You can't lay on me this time like I'm a man. No strikers, bitch. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for two absolute warriors. We may even see these guys again